my name is Lee. I think this is a new low for how late I've started the stream. So, for those of you who don't know, I usually hypothetically start the stream at 1:30. It's kind of trickled back to 1:45 slash whenever I get my shit together and, or get myself together. I should probably try not to swear so much. But it is rather uncouth. And a bad example to the youths who might be watching the stream. Also, if any of you out there, hi. But my name is Lee, and today is our stream. We are going to type up today. That was our plan. Yes, I got a warning email from Microsoft that they're going to delete all my files if I don't do something about them by the, what is it, August, I think? And they won't let me just transfer them, because that would be too easy. So I'm going to have to type them manually, because F them, I'm keeping my files. One way or the other. So, maybe I can delete some of them, and then that won't go over the limit. That might be a possibility, and that'll buy me time to type up the rest of them. Obviously, I'm going to type up... Actually, I had this computer automatically save things to OneDrive. I'm like, fuck no, nope. Sorry. I am, set out the intention not to swear, and we are doing badly at that. Okay, cool. Okay, yes, it wants to start an ad in 5 minutes. I'm not entirely opposed to this. I'm opening up a LibreOffice document right now. We're going to start with that, and I think if I set this up correctly, well, first it's got a wakey. It's updating. Okay, cool. So, just give me 4 minutes to babble at you and say hi. So, anyway, I'm not gonna trust them with my files. I was a mistake to do so, and I fully admit that on that, and I would say if you have files stored in OneDrive, store them on something else too. Because Microsoft can and will revoke your right to use OneDrive at any moment. They basically, my computer came pre-installed with Microsoft Word, and that's the only thing I can use to open these OneDrive files that I had from my other computer, which I saved specifically in OneDrive because I was using their browser version, which they used to offer for free to, if you had a Microsoft account, no longer do, because, they give and take and randomly. So it's good to have, software that you actually own the rights to and don't have to pay a subscription, and they can't revoke at any minute. That's why I use LibreOffice. I know the OpenOffice. There's other ones. WordPad was great. I actually kind of liked WordPad, but it didn't come pre-installed on this computer, and LibreOffice is, I will admit, an upgrade. So, except that Healy wants to use OFD, and, this stuff isn't supported by rich text. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You're being fussy. It is absolutely supported by rich text. I know these things. Trust me. Oh, apparently I made more than 80 improvements. Well, okay now. That's cool. Alright, thank you LibreOffice for being awesome. There are plenty of open source stuff that you can get, and stuff you can actually buy, but for now, let's see. We were opening, hang on, OneDrive desktop. Let's see if we can just do this. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, see. Okay, Zeta. Hang on, I can just open it. Hang on. We might not even have to do this at all. Okay, LibreOffice is being really awesome to me, and I want to say thank you for being this way, because actually I can just open these files in LibreOffice. I hadn't even tried to do it that way. What I had tried to do was open them from the thing, but apparently I can just open them from LibreOffice. I tried to open them from the File Explorer, and it wouldn't let me open them in LibreOffice, but I can open them in LibreOffice through LibreOffice. That's cool. Okay, we like this. Okay, now I just have to go. Hang on. Let me just double check. I think we can do this. This is C. Oh yes. Yes. Middle of summer. Oh yeah. Zunka. Yes. Zunka. That is, this is an interesting one. Okay, file. Save as. Okay, hang on. File, save a copy. There we go. In documents. Okay. Thank you. Let me check. Okay, we're gonna have to check something, but let's see. And we're gonna save it as a rich text format, which should. Beautiful. Now, we're gonna close this. We may or may not have had to do any of that. And you know what? I am more the power to it. Thank you, LibreOffice, for being awesome like that. Hang on, let me do this now. wait, no. Let me go here to Files, Documents, as you'll see, .rtf. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so then there's that. This one I just typed up myself. Lazarus. Yep, okay. Yes, okay, then we... yeah, because this is the open... Alright, hang on, now... yes. Yes. OneDrive, nope, go away. Those... Yeah, it's doing the... no, it won't let me... It'll let me highlight, but not copy-paste. Or actually type anything. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. It's still being... Alright, Control-C. Then we open actual LibreOffice document. Let me try this. Writer document. Here. Control-V. Nope. That's the name of the cheekbone. Fun fact. Okay, so Lesl B. So I have Lesl C. So what we need to do is File, Open. If I can figure out where they're opened. This PC, Windows, OneDrive. No, not that one. We need... Let's see if I can find them. Documents. No, that's just... okay. What needs to go is go here. Then don't save. Alright, we are, not that one. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, everyone. I appreciate you all hanging out with me on stream while I do this. Oh, dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay, alright. We're cool. Hello, welcome back. I'm sorting out files on my computer. I appreciate you hanging out with me for that. I realized, well, I got Lesl C, so that's a start. What we needed to do is open LibreOffice like this, and then I think what it did is... Let's see and see. OneDrive. Okay, so... recent documents. Okay, so I think it was just C that let you do that. Okay, apparently... okay. Apparently, oh yeah, okay, apparently this one, for some reason, decided to be allowed for it, and then... So C apparently just allowed for that, and the other ones didn't. Okay, well, I got one of them, so that's cool. We are just gonna have to continue typing manually. Back to our regularly scheduled type-ups. So, let's go with, Obsidian Murder Mystery. Here we go. Let me make it nice on here, and, so that one was just a fluke. But that's still good. It's still something we, small into chamber. Okay, we still have one of them by fluke, so we can have that one, and then we have C, saved as a proper file on the computer. We have most of B, and then A is the only other one. We have the miscellaneous one we saved as a regular file on the computer, and we have all of that. So, thank you for being patient with me, and for the ads. So, usually during ad break, I put a, here to have a break, and then get up and do this or that. I didn't for this one, so what we're going to do is in 18 minutes, when the pre-roll wears off, we're going to do another ad break, but I am trying to get the timing sorted out on that one. So, that. In the meantime, we are going to do what I actually intended to do, was a type-up tune. So, let me get a stopwatch. It is got two things. Okay. Cool. Yep. Okay. Yes. That should work. Boom. Okay, so they have one that's good. Okay, so thank you. Okay, so we're doing that. Let me. Oh, sorry, I got distracted by that. Okay, and this. All right, so I'm going to come here, and oh, I'm going to mute that because I know. Let me just double check something real quick. That should play out as. Yep. Okay. I had the tab muted, and I didn't know if that was screwing up my thing, but it shouldn't be, and I was paranoid for no reason. The microphone is showing coming through great. Okay, so we're going to actually start this. Okay. BA document. No, we need B. Yes, start with B. Um. Um. Okay. Cool. Nope. We don't want any of that nonsense. Okay, so most features are disabled. Yeah, I even, I don't even, yeah, most features are disabled. You don't say. Okay, okay, so hours is 10 and just running around. The local university, brother died. Okay, so he has, yes, that's what we had an extra suspect, the little, army guy. Okay, so then we open this one up. And this. Okay, then scooch this over. It's about balance. Um, so I'm trying to do that in a way that lets me. Well, if I make this move this one over, and then close this. Sorry, I'm trying to um get my desktop set. This is the way you do. Oh, they put the chat on that. I see. Okay. All right. So I'm okay. That works. I think I can see chat if someone says something. Yeah, I think I'm going to be able to see chat if somebody says something, so we should be okay. Let me just... Bop, bop, bip. Alright, are we ready? We're going to start typing. I'm going to keep an eye on things. Let's do that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Smaller antechamber. Yes, tipped into the smaller antechamber. Between the door. And the front teaching room. Um, hmm. Let's see. Pouring. Nope, 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 nope. Freaking that, and this, and there. Okay. Yep, okay. Alright, letter. The courier said that he'd been specifically asked to deliver it to as Anna and not. He had also been told that he would know her by the fact that she was bedbound. Okay. So whoever was kind of okay. So they were pushing him to go inside the house because if they just said, "Oh, we get it to her no matter what," and they hadn't known she was kind of stuck in bed, then it and had mobility issues, they would have that would have just been a nightmare because they would have not realized that getting her down would have been to the door to actually get the letter would have been a pain in the ass. But if they knew that, then well, anyway, her by the fact that she was bedbound. I think that's with a hyphen. Yeah, we're gonna go that way. Bang, we're doing actual tabs in our paragraphs here because we're working in a real Word document. We can do that. The thing about that is you get so used to typing on the internet where you can't do tab as an indent because it throws off the, because internet browsers have the thing that does that. If you're typing in, you can't just use tab, but you can in the Word document. Considered for a moment, but he agreed to let into the house. He led the courier through the antechamber. The hall robber, which was just the start. Hallway that led, so it didn't have a separate front hall, along the edge of the house. There were stairs, right, so there were stairs. This is important because the layout is important for these things. There were stairs. The stairs. There were the stairs. Alright, I'm keeping an eye on chat as best I can. I don't know if any of you are popping into chat, but hey. That 227. Let me check something real quick. Okay, no. The stairs that the stairs leading up. Then the door the door to the bedroom. Yeah. Yep, downstairs bedroom. No deal. I think, wait, no deal only has one O, right? Hang on, no deal. Tippy top of the thing. Yep, is no deal. Did we spell it with new deal or no? No deal, yep. 1 1 Okay, no deal. That's the thing about fantasy names is fun thing about names having fantasy names that don't track to common names in Earth languages that are recognized by your spell checker is that the or common spellings of Earth names that are recognized by your spell checker is because yeah, but that is a variant of spelling of Tom. Okay, New Deal and Oron claimed as their own. Yes, the downstairs bedroom. Then the back stairs. So there are two sets of stairs. Oh, right. So the latrine and bathroom, like front stairs, bedroom, latrine, back stairs. I think is how the setup goes. I think, yeah, and the latrine. But my point on that is, the one benefit is that you can go up and then look names because they're highlighted, so you can kind of scroll through quickly and see stuff at a glance about who the paragraph's about because their name is highlighted every single time. The downside to that is that although that does start going away when if you have too big a document, built-in spell checkers will simply give up after a while and just stop working, which is tricksy if you actually need them to catch other things. But the other downside of that is that you don't have standardized spelling, so you have to consistently spell them. And consistently spelling things is hard. Okay, Being set. Yeah. Um, Tucked up against them. Yeah, it's between then the kitchen. Yeah, because there's four of them, so it's like a bigger internal room that wasn't. It's been repurposed as a bedroom. It's kind of bigger because there's only like that room and then a latrine room between the two stairs. It has like a like dugout sewage access. Because yeah, okay. So the kitchen behind that. Okay. The downstairs part of the house was really sparse. Okay, the downstairs part of the house. Stairs part of the house was sparsely. Um. Okay, so sparsely furnished. Mostly since um, the men moved in. The two of them had been, yes, right. It was originally a sitting room, like an extra, like a big, but they all moved into that one. Extra needed for the men. The extra. It had an extra sitting room, but they made that into a second bedroom. Uh, they didn't. Um, Way of furniture. Yep. Just a chest of drawers. Drawers, one for each of them, one drawer for each of them. And two futons on the floor. Futons on the floor. Futons, yes. Okay. One for and no deal. And for Aaron, Ron. Right. I think we're okay. And Gene. Ace. Catching typos. There you go. Sparse that up. But furniture is expensive. Um, Furniture from um selling the furniture from of the tax. Yeah, so they sold off the sitting room furniture because they needed the money. Yep, it tracks. I mean, everyone in the household is. Um, okay, so to make the messenger up the stairs. So unnecessary details, but will I come into play later? Maybe. I don't actually remember. So yep. Okay, so there's that. Oh hey, we're almost done. Up the stairs. And two. Okay. Alright, we're okay, two. Sorry. Let me just go back here. As Anna's room, boy looked around curiously, taking in all the details. Is he going to tell them to somebody who knows? The babies was crying. Okay, so one of the babies was crying. When they arrived, this was right about, oh yes, so it's right about when he wakes up. Nap. Yes. Let's see, came running. Where should we? Okay. Okay, so yep. Okay, so that's it. So yeah, because this is intelligence gathering. Let me use rich text format. Yes, we know. It's okay, 14 minutes and 32 seconds. All right. Cool. We got this. Now we can close. And I can delete that from whatever files I want, and it's just gone, and I don't even care, because I got a copy. And let me see if we can't delete it. That was B. No. Oh yeah, 9. Okay, so C. Right. C, we can just, because we have a copy. Nope, there's no option to delete that. Move from recent, but file location. Okay. Documents. Okay, there's no option to delete stuff, so. Okay. Yeah, there's open. Okay, yeah. So that's fun. All right, so. Yeah, like this can open with Word or LibreOffice, and you get 2 options, and then this one's just no, you get that option. Can't even delete stuff. Okay, that's fair, but that's all right. So this is we did it. We finished typing up what we have. So let me go. We did it! Yay! Okay, 14 and a half minutes. Let me. Okay, pre-roll ads are off, so I'm gonna take a 1-minute break. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna put you on like a break screen. You get to look at Addie, how cute she is. Then we're going to, I guess, do other type up stuff. We shall see how we do. Are we ready? Let me go like this. And let me go like that. And let's start back. Bop. Shabop, shabop. Okay. Not quite what I needed, but hi, I'm back. So, we finished the project. We finished the thing. We typed it up. So it took 14 and a half minutes. Let's say half of 15. It's 7.5. I'm gonna round it up to 8 because, Sable said count in favor. Like, don't overdo it, but like, if there's any ambiguity slate toward you, so I'm gonna count the half minute. As 8. So that took me, hang on, 14 and a half, so 14 times, 15, is 210 plus is 218, yeah, 218, I was gonna say you can count number of words, a third, so if I counted how many words I typed up, and then divided it by 3, and that was slightly bigger, I could count it that way, but it's a pain in the ass to do the math, which is why I always do it by time instead. Also with typo hunting, well, yeah. As long as basic typo hunting makes sense, heavier edits are like, well, you're changing the number of words because you're adding whole paragraphs and rearranging stuff, and like, the number of words you start with and the number of words you end with are not necessarily the same. So, Simple counts first by word count, and I don't know. I think she has a method for counting it that's very fair, and I cannot figure it out. So, okay. So, 210. I put that in the chat. Also, I'm going to put a link. I know it's going to sound silly, but 218 words. Okay. I'm also going to put a link to the Tiltify for the ACLU. Because ACLU is really good. They are, a useful service that is helping the American people right now in times of trouble. We're coming into interesting times, and I really, really don't want this to happen. But, we're doing the best we can. So, they're fighting Force for Light. They're doing good work. And we've been fundraising to support them. And I have an entire fundraising video about that that you can go watch on YouTube. And that's the video of us. That was Saturday playing some fun nonsense. Alright. Now, I have a type up string, and that's fully typed, so I guess I could start typing A. And if it's erasable, take it down. I'll reset the timekeeping because, in fairness, I already did that. But yeah, thank you for hanging out with me. There's a few of you that are hanging out with me. Oh, shoot, I didn't do the thing. I did not do the thing. No wonder no one's here. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. Right. Okay. Beginning to tell. So, I'm going to bring up another Word document. Which one? You might say, well, let's see what we got. All right, let's see. What do we have? I'm gonna do new. We're gonna see if we can text document. Okay, well, let's close this, and then we have a blank document. Yep. All right, sounds good. Bring that to here, and to there. Okay. Tell. Okay, so doing that. In the meantime, let me also bring this open. And document is this one is. Oh no, this was just I needed to format that. Let's see. Let's do D. D is next. Yep. Go away. Thank you. Close. Okay, so 29 men aboard the ship out of nearly 300 jam-packed in the hold. Yes. Okay. So, this one is, let's see what we can do with this. Not you. This one is, I'm going to open it there. It is, so I can see the, I'm just checking the timing so I can I see the chat between the two typing windows? Yes, I can. So if anyone pops anything in the chat, I can do that. Okay. So I have at least another, well, okay, there's 15 minutes till 3. So I figure another 20 minutes. That'll still be less than an hour. Maybe we'll 3:10 because that'll have an hour stream. That sounds about viable. All right. All right. I can do this. Let's stream. Let's make this happen. All right. Sorry, I'm slow. So we're doing another type of stream. My name is still Lee. I feel like it's weird to keep introducing myself, but also the way Twitch streams work, people might be coming in. All right. So what we're gonna do? I'm gonna do this. There. No, we're gonna switch it to Times New Roman before I forget. Then I use my phone. I text my friend, hey, I'm streaming. Okay, and you know, we're gonna jack it up to 6. There's no reason to put it in 12-point font. 16-point font is perfectly adequate. It's easier for us to see with this setup, and honestly, okay. Um, um, okay. So, let us begin. No, we're gonna start with tab. I'm jacking up the font to 16 just because I'm at 65%. I can't really, yeah, I can't do it any bigger without screwing up the formatting in a way that. Hi, welcome on in. I can't make this any bigger without the zoom any bigger, so I'm using 16-point font. I'm typing up document that I have as OneDrive document because I cannot edit it or even open it in anything or even copy paste. It's basically read only, and they're gonna take it away in August if I don't pay them. So F it. I'm just gonna type them all up manually, and then they can delete it all they want because I'll have backup copies. This is why you save your stuff to your own computer and not and maybe flash drives, as opposed to having the what's the word? As opposed to having it on cloud-based drives, especially not ones like Microsoft, which are tied to Google is their whole model is you know, free usership, and yeah, Microsoft very much isn't so much, so I would trust them less. Google's a little safer, but anything you really want to keep, you back up onto your own personal computer. Yeah. anything you really want to keep, you back up to your own personal computer. Um, uh, mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Um, barrels. Oh, right. This is a refugee ship. Um, and, it seems like a slave ship because they're all getting kind of shoved in like cargo. Hello, hello! Now I have many friends. Welcome on in. Um, I was just about to start the typing up process. Uh, yeah, I was talking about how you shouldn't trust Microsoft to have your files because they will inevitably yell at you and make you pay for more storage or start threaten to delete them if they don't start paying for more storage. And I said, no, you're not. I'm just going to type them up myself. They won't let me copy paste them or even open them on anything other than Word, and they won't let me keep Word as anything even remotely viable unless I pay for it. And so I'm like, no, I'm not buying Word. I am using LibreOffice, and I am typing. If you won't let me copy paste them, I will type it manually if I have to. I am getting my cop anyway. Um, but that means you all get to hang out with me while I do it, and you know, that jazz. One of them I was able to open with LibreOffice for one of the files for some weird reason, but none of the others. So, um, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, installing stuff on your own personal computer. It's a pain in the ass. Um, so yeah, I'm just hanging out, typing fun stuff up. The story of the refugee ships. And 20 men, 9 men out of nearly 300. Um, for reasons. Um, that will perhaps become apparent as you continue reading. That's fun. Let me just. I'm gonna put the stopwatch. Start the stopwatch and let's go. I'm reading aloud as I work. When I'm not actively chewing. So you just listening can hear what I have to say. I think that would be cool. Let's go start that, this, the other thing. Yes. 18 barrels of wine that are the ship's uh, actual respectable cargo. Respectable cargo. It's reported as half full. Yeah, it's half full for legal purposes. And making the trip anyway. I will say, um, um, anyway, is very full, just not full of wine. Yeah, human traffickers and people who coyotes, I think is the technical term, operate on very similar principles. Let's see. 10 of the men, okay, so are of the Lazulite bloodline, along with 2 Feminites, I believe. 2 Feminites, which, yes, of the Lazulite bloodline. No, the Indokalite, right. Feminites, which is basically trans women of trans femmes. 3 mass night. It's basically trans women, trans femmes, male NBs who were born male, stuff like it's a large lump category. Masculinites and 1 woman, a half widow, and her 5 children. Because they have polyamory is the um, um, is 6, and she's still actively nursing all of them. Because of how laws like bloodline work, because of the way, because that is the way. The Lazulites do things. Her remaining husband is on board. Right, 10 of the men, 29 men. So the 19 of the men are Indocalite bloodline sorcerers. Okay, so yes, so that's polyamory is how you do. Is on board, which means half widow. Means that some of her husbands, but not all of them, are dead. Taking the grief worse than she is. And she is. I. I'm sorry. Grief worse than she is. Let's see. They didn't even bother with a legal wedding. Bother with a legal wedding. As they wouldn't be in the country. Matter anyway. Yep. Okay, so probably she was legally married to the other guy, and then he died, and she just packed up the one husband who wasn't legally hers, and was just like, let's leave. Yeah. The other 19 men. So there are, I guess, 29 men and 2 trans women, and then 3 trans men. So I guess the 3 trans men, or masculines, don't count as men because of the way their their culture does gender roles, but in modern parlance, they might have ended up as trans men. Or some other class of, like me, of not quite man, but that's a whole other story. Okay, trans men, 19 men, yes, are of the Indocalite bloodline. Now I just have to double check. Hang on. Research time. Pause this here. Indocalite. Price per carat, yes. Okay, so Indocalite is a gemstone in Dicolite. Indocalite. Let's see. Let me just check on this one. Okay. In Dicolite. Yep. Okay. Just, I have to now, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so cool. Let me do that, this, that, and continuing. Indocalite bloodline. 2 of whom, 2 of them were accused of raping the daughter, also accused of sexual assault of a local merchant after she enthusiastically, yes, a local merchant after she enthusiastically consented of them, yes, enthusiastically consented to both of them. 3 of the others had been. 3 of the others would have been, yes, been feminites if they were. So they're very effeminate and probably, very effeminate cross-dressers and probably be trans if they knew what it meant, is essentially the vibe of the Leslie bloodline. Um, um, other 14. They're counting. Yes. 3. There's 2 of them, and 3 of them. Yeah, 14. Um, we're just, um, young men looking for chance. They've freeing of the stifling governmental, um, governmental, um, sorry, my ear is itchy, control, head, face, in, bidden, no, Riddendorf, okay, also, 9, oh yes, 9, okay, so 9, Chalcedony bloodline. Oh, so it recognizes Chalcedony, but not, women on board. Yeah, 9, so they recognize Chalcedony, but not Indokalite, which is Decolite, which is a, um, woman on board, um, one of whom was in love with, if they were, oh no, with one of the Lazulite. Should probably double check I'm spelling Lazulite wrong. Right. Fine. So we're... No, Hemonites, hang on. 5 of whom hatched cells to the Indokalite blood in in Dicolite. Dicolite. Okay. Um, um, uh, of whom, yeah, were, yeah, 3 plus 5 is 8, and then 1 was in level 9. Okay, so that's 10. Yep, we're, 5. Okay, 2 of the 5 had kids, and then the rest were just neglect women. Alright, so we're, um, um, uh, we're, yes, we're coming of their own accord. Just to try, and find something different. Had brought children with them. Okay. Right, 2 of the 5, yeah. And 3 of whom, yeah, 2 of the 5 were attached to men. They have children, yes. 3 between them. And 1 was pregnant with her second. Yeah. The rest of the passengers were are yes. There are, yes. Are, yep, they're using present tense. Are in diacolite line. Women, roughly. Roughly 253 of them. 253. 53 of them. Okay, no, we're taking roughly out. That's there are 253 of them. Then that's an exact number. If I said roughly 250, then 253 of them. Um, some involved with the men. Um, 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 involved. The men making the trip. Hoping to, yeah. Better in Ashfall. Plus the dozen or so small children. Yeah, so out of nearly 300, yeah, 29 plus the okay, 9 plus 29 is, hang on, 9 plus 29 is that's 38 plus 9, yeah, 9 plus the 38, 39 plus 5 is, yeah, 38 plus 5 is 40, uh 3 plus 53 is 93. Yeah, nearly 300. Yep, that tracks. I just wanted to make sure I didn't um um right. I was count oh wait. Um wait, no, out of over 300, just over 300. Yep, because once you start counting the kids in, yeah, just over 300. Because once you start counting the kids in, the math goes a little wonky. Small children, they brought. Okay, okay, so that's it. The journey takes about let me just all right, 2 months. Though it would have taken longer. Um, if the captain hadn't convinced the some of the um, 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 to push the boat by manipulating to push the boat. Okay. All right. Um. Yeah. None of them like. Okay. The captain's an asshole. All right. Captain. Um. Who is snippy and smug and keeps keeps But they do... Yep, okay. So we're going to file, save. We want, what was I going to see? What do we want? What do we want? We want, the ship. Yep, that should do it. And then we're going to go rich. Rich text format is the one that plays well with the best, with others, and I know for a fact that there's nothing in here that can't be replicated in rich text that I actually care about. So, all right, so, all right, I guess I was looking down. I'm sorry you couldn't see the whole of my face particularly well. I'm back up. Welcome on in. Hi, we got 3 people, so let's see. We also have free roll ads, so that's fun. Okay, anyone who's just listening, I am opening this up. Bring out your words. Nope. First thing is not that one. We need this one. Out your words. That one. Bring out your words. Bring out your words. If you are writing or editing, take your house and report, because if you don't, then the words get lost, and you have to go and specifically ask Sable, hey, I was in the stream earlier, and I have a lot to report, and do you think it'd be okay if I reported? And she'll say yes, but it's a pain in the ass, and, unless you're hoping to, like, report 1,000 words, because my stream is only an hour, 1,000 an hour is an awful lot, and I'll be slightly suspicious, but, you know, well, 1,000 an hour is doable, if you're, like, cranking. 5,000 an hour is a lot. That's nearly 100 words per minute. Well, 6,000 an hour would be 100 words per minute. 600. I don't know. Math is hard. In any case, beautiful. I put mine in. Shoot. I didn't do that. I'm gonna go with 17. Yeah. 17 per minus 15 is 255. Beautiful. Let me put that in as well, and then I'm going to rate us into friend. Which friend, you might ask? Well, let's see. Yay. Cool. So I put my lights ed, put our light edits in. Everyone got everyone in. Okay, all the words are in. Now, thank you for streaming. Or, thank you for coming to the stream. You guys are awesome. You should all take care of yourselves. This is extremely important. Yeah, take care of yourselves. You're awesome. We're gonna raid. Where are we raiding to? Is a good question. Let's go with this. Epic Ducks on. Could go. Yeah, let's go JC Boom. A got friend and Sable. Okay, should we raid JC or should we raid Sable? Sable's really cool. JC is also really cool. Sable's just coming in, so I think maybe raid Sable just because she's just starting. Everyone go say hi. She's also got stream. You can also report in her stream. She's awesome sauce. Yeah, we're going to go raid Sable. So, everyone come along. Remember, if you're following, you can go to the emojis and you can use the little orange ones that are raid emojis. They say raid in very small font. So yeah, use those. Thank you all for coming. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourselves. I think I reiterated all the basic points. I won't be streaming, until Tuesday, maybe. Definitely Wednesday, if not before. Happy Easter, anyone who does celebrates. Let's go. Okay, let me